Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome to Zero Casualty, where it's all good, low stress gaming. Today, we got another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls. Now, in the last episode, we took care of some side stuff, and we're finally ready to head on over to Sen's Fortress. Now, a few episodes back, you may have remembered that there was like a noise that I heard over here. Well, whatever that thing was, it reared its ugly head, so let's check it out. Yep, there it is. But appearances can be deceiving, so don't attack it, just talk to it, okay? Alright.
Hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Framt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment? Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel. I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
Okay, so this guy actually lets you trade items for shards or souls. So keep that in mind, he's actually pretty useful just for this reason alone.
Those who seek the realm of lords must brave Sen's fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you, but proceed with caution. Those who seek the realm of lords, many have gone before you. Fate has chosen.
Alright, so let's check this out. Okay, so I'm about to feed him some items. As you can see, there's quite a number of things that you can actually give to him. And right now I'm going to be feeding him some short swords or some long swords, and I'm going to get 50 souls back. You know, just keep doing this until you get rid of all the duplicates or all the items that you don't want. But also do be careful, because as far as I know, there is no way to undo it once you've already fed an item. Also, as you can see, depending on the item that you do feed him, you know, the value of the souls will vary. The exchange rate isn't really all that good, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, but it's better than nothing. Every little bit helps when it comes to souls. And it does help you organize your inventory a little bit better, you know. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just getting rid of all my duplicates. I mean, half of the stuff I don't even really need for my build, but I like to have at least one of every item that I find. You know, I just keep that in there, just, you know, just in case, you never know. But that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Alright, so something else that you can do, which I personally never tested or done before, is that apparently you can sell your boss souls to Framt. And honestly, you do not want to do that. Again, the exchange rate is horrible, and you're going to get a lot of souls as you play the game anyway. So wasting those boss souls by feeding it to Framt is, well, like I said, it's a waste. So, you know, unless you're really desperate need of souls, which you shouldn't be, you know, please, yeah, I would advise not doing that. Alright, so while I'm doing this, I should also mention that, and this is a bit of a spoiler, but there's actually another, like, version of this guy, you know, Framt. There's actually another version of him. It's a very intricate way of discovering his twin brother, if you want to call him that. I'm not going to do it because it's not relevant to my build or this playthrough, but I recommend looking online if you're curious. And it would probably be a good idea to try it on a different playthrough. So, you know, just a heads up.
Farewell, chosen undead. I remain here and await thee.
Alright, we're done with him for now, and so we can finally move on to Sen's Fortress. So basically all we need to do is take that shortcut back to the Undead Parish, head all the way to Andres, across the bonfire, cross that bridge, you know, leading up to where the Onion Knight was at, and basically enter the gates that have finally opened. And so I'll see you guys there. Here we are at the bonfire. Do a quick gear check and head on forward. Now you guys may remember that this is where we went to meet the Onion Knight, Siegmeyer, for the first time. Now if you did talk to him like I did, then you shouldn't see him out in the front gates anymore. As you can see, it's like he's no longer there. So he should have proceeded onwards, and we'll see him again soon enough. But for now, welcome to Sen's Fortress, which, I don't know, some people don't like this place for some reason, and, I mean, I think I know why, but I didn't find it too bad, you know, compared to, like, Blighttown or the Catacombs, which we will be exploring eventually. Definitely not in this episode, but I guess one of the bigger issues that most players, like new players coming into Sen's Fortress for the first time, especially if they're playing blindly, is that they may find their weapons to be rather weak and, you know, not strong enough to deal with these serpent guys. Which probably is because they may have accidentally missed the large ember back at the depths, and, you know, they didn't give it to Andre, and they didn't get to upgrade their weapon. So if they're capped at like what, like a +5, then, you know, it's obviously going to be very weak against these enemies over here that are of a higher level and of a higher health pool. Now I'm whipping out my bow because I can see an enemy up ahead. You can barely see it on your screen, but he's right there. He's right there. So I'm just gonna, you know, put some arrows in there, and hopefully it'll be enough to, you know, hurt this dude, or at least push him off the edge or something. All right, so nope, that didn't connect. Let's try that again. Ah, of course. These pendulums. Okay, alright. Oh, wow. That did, like, very little damage. I mean, to be fair, I don't really have, like, the stats allocated right now for bows. And I don't have this bow upgraded either. And actually, you know, in retrospect, the only reason for that is because there's another bow I want to get in the future. And I don't want to waste any of my upgrade materials on the one I currently have right now. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons why the damage isn't as good. But, you know, it's something. It's something. Alright, you know, let me try again. Yeah, we're gonna be stuck here if I keep doing this, so, yeah, I don't know about that. You know what, I'm just gonna push through. I'm gonna push through and just try to avoid his attacks. Yeah, this, you know, this is probably one of the reasons why a lot of people don't like this place. Like, just this area alone, you know? It's annoying. And, oh, and needless to say, you don't want to drop down. That's because if you drop down, you're gonna die. And in the weird, strange scenario that you actually live, down below is, well, let's just say you don't want to be down there. Or at least you don't want to be down there right now when you don't know any safe route to get back up. Alright, so now we can deal with this guy here. You know, it's a little bit safer, I guess. I mean, you know, I could, in a way, just rush it. But, I haven't used my bow in a while, so I may as well take advantage of the fact that I have it. Alright, so, you know, it's doing a little bit more damage now. I just gotta time it properly. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm like hiding behind the wall here, you know, just barely, just enough for me to be able to see the enemy. And I'm allowing the pendulums as a way to kind of block the enemy's attacks. And now I'm going to equip the poison arrows, so that way this guy will be poisoned to death. It should only take a few hits, and the poison will do its thing. If I can actually hit the darn thing. Okay, that's one. Okay, so like I said, you gotta hit it a couple times. You know, it's kind of like what happens with you, you know, like the debuff doesn't happen right away. It's like, you gotta let the bar fill up. And I think it did, so here we go. See that? Look at that health just trickling down. And now, we wait. And there we go. That should kill him. Thankfully, the enemies have no way of basically curing themselves, you know? So, yeah, there you go. So, that's, in a way, if you want to call it cheesing, that's how you do it, guys. A bow and some poison arrows. Alright, so just make your way through the pendulums over here. And be careful not to step on the raised platform because that would trigger a trap. And arrows would shoot from the hole in the wall over here. Okay, let's open this treasure chest and see what we got. Okay, a large Titanite shard. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh yeah, these statues. Man, I swear, the first time I was playing, I thought they were gonna come alive, you know? And I was like, uh-oh, that's a lot of them. Alright, let's move on. Now, be careful over here, because there's usually an enemy that shows up. See? Right there. Curse splat. Oh, so much for that. Alright, let's look around, see if there's any... Oh, wow, he's still alive. And apparently there's a guy down there. Alright, look, I don't know how he's still alive, but you know what? Let's put him out of his misery. Boom, dead. And as for this guy, you know what? We could deal with him later. Alright, let's move on here, and yep, you see that ball? You know, there's like a little bit of an Indiana Jones moment over here, but instead of running away from the ball, we're gonna actually run up to it. As soon as this one passes, okay, start running. And there should be like a little like nook onto the left that you can like head into. Okay, there you go, see? Yeah, you don't need to go through the fog door just yet. And, oh, wow. Okay. Alright. This game's kind of funny sometimes. Alright, just wait for the ball to pass. Alright, head on up. All the way into this door right here. And just check out the room. See what's inside here. Alright, let's open it up. Ring of Steel Protection. You know, that's a pretty good ring. I mean, it's something that you don't wear all the time, but useful against most bosses since they do physical damage anyway. And you see that item down there? Yep, just drop down and pick it up. Let's see what we got here. Show Tell. Okay, I've never used it, but apparently it's very useful against players who like to turtle behind shields in PvP. So, you know, seems like there's an answer for everything. Boom. Dead. Oh no, he's not dead. Alright, there we go. Now he's dead. And you can see Onion Bro just sitting there, so be careful not to hit him while you're attacking these enemies. Because, you know, I've done that once and it was... Let's just say I actually ended up having to restart that entire playthrough because I did not appreciate accidentally killing the guy. And speaking of which, let's go talk to him now. Siegmeyer, my dude.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you. Ah, can you see my sight? Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, or a ball to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, but who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development. Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, no chance. My head would spin. Perhaps I could try some rolling.
Now, I've heard some people like mention that they run into this situation where they may see Onion Bro sitting there, but they can't interact with him. And that's because they may have accidentally forgot to speak to him prior to entering Sen's Fortress. Specifically before you rang the second bell to open the gates. Which unfortunately, if that happens, then that's it. He's done. There's nothing you can do about his questline as far as I know. You're gonna have to do a new game in order to, you know, actually complete his questline properly. You gotta start over, basically. And now we're gonna enter this fog door here. Don't worry, it's not a boss, but unfortunately, it's just more of Sen's Fortress. Oh, man. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm always wary about these things. And, oh, you saw that? You saw what happened there when I stepped on that platform? And look, there's a guy hiding behind this corner here. Alright, let's pull him out. Let's pull him out into this room so we can actually have a better chance of fighting him. Alright. Boom. There we go. Dead. Okay, moving on. And as usual, I'm gonna look around and make sure that I'm not missing anything. And looks like I'm not, so I'm good. Alright. Okay, be careful when you come over here, because you see that? There's a ball right there. So, yeah, just kind of wait for another one to pass by, and then we'll run down. Alright, that's your cue. Okay, start running. You know, start chasing after it. I mean, just keep running down, all the way down, but at some point, you're gonna wanna, like, make a left here somewhere. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, so yeah, just hide behind this wall over here. You don't need to go inside the room just yet. And just kind of watch the balls as they're dropping down the hole. Alright, so just wait for it. Eventually they're all gonna pile up, and that's exactly what you want. The good news is that it really shouldn't take too long. Alright, they should do it. Okay, so before we start running, wait for another ball to pass through because it needs to break down a wall that's in front of that. So let's just wait for it. Should be coming in soon. Boom, there you go. Alright, so start running. Alright, so in this room, just wait for another ball to pass through. And then you see the item up ahead. That's what we need to grab. Alright, let's go get it now. There we go. Covetous gold serpent ring. It's pretty useful for farming items. It basically boosts your item discovery. And when it's safe, just run out of here, you know? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna calm down this ladder because I'm kind of curious if there was anything down here. I doubt there is anything. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if you could actually climb up this ladder if you fell down this hole earlier, but whatever. You know, I was just curious. Alright, so moving on. Yeah, just go through this little tunnel here. And then there's a room here. Now, up until this point, I've just been saying, hey, open treasure chests left and right. But in this case, you don't want to do that. Notice how the chain is pointing towards you and not away? Yeah, that's a sign that lets you know that this thing is a mimic. It's a monster. And notice how it's just slowly breathing up and down. Notice how it's kind of raising the lid of the chest and it kind of just comes back down. This thing is alive. Alright? So you don't want to just simply open that. You want to attack it. You want to kill it. There you go. See? Now it's showing its true colors, its true form. Alright, so yeah, like I said, just kill it. If you have a strong weapon like mine, like this Vihander, you should be able to kill it in a few hits. There you go, see? And so what do we got here? Lightning Spear. Okay, not to be confused with the Lightning Spear Miracle for Faith builds. It's just a normal spear with a lightning enchantment. Now for this thing right here, just wait for it to come down. You know, step on it. And then when it finally goes back up, get off it as soon as you can. That's because if you don't, it's going to go back up one more time and you're going to get crushed by a spike ceiling, which is, well, it's no bueno. Alright, so just go through this jail cell here and then, you know, pass this little area here as well. I don't think you can open this. Yeah, it doesn't open from this side. Alright, so yeah, so just come back out and look up this way. There's an area that you can like head on over to. So that's where we're gonna go right now. And just looking behind me, see if there's anything there. Okay, no, nothing. Alright. So right here, guys, this right here is the master mechanism that's been controlling the balls. You know, more like the direction of where the balls are heading. So yeah, what we want to do is we want to pull or push this lever. So it'll guide where the balls are gonna be rolling down into. See how that changed the direction? So there's some benefits to that. Oh, speaking of benefits, it looks like it hurt that one enemy that was like just leaning against the wall down there. But aside from hitting the enemy, the reason why we did that was because we wanted the ball to basically break down the wall that the enemy was leaning against. Okay, so let's head down and see what's up. Oh, I guess the guy is still alive. For some reason, I thought that was enough to kill him. Alright, boom, dead. Just one hit. Alright, so there's this whole area right here, you know, that we can explore. I mean, it's not much, but clearly looks like there's an item over there. Oh, man. And, oh look, there's a dude over there. Alright, we'll talk to him soon enough. I'm just kind of curious. Let's see if there's anything up down here. Alright, yeah, that looks like an obvious dead end. Yeah, I mean, if you're curious, you can try jumping down, but I would not recommend it. Okay, so we still need to get a key for that. Alright, how about this dude over here that's been locked behind the cage?
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Alright, my apologies guys, I had to take care of some IRL stuff. Alright, so that guy is still locked behind his cage, so we need to get a key for that. No other choice but to keep on moving forward. Or up in this case. And basically we're just gonna... Oh, yeah, be careful of that. Yeah, as I was saying, we basically just need to head back to that mechanism where we controlled the balls. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys and you remember how to get here. Alright, so just moving on up. Alright. Okay, so we gotta like move this mechanism once more. Just waiting for this ball to bounce off. Alright, here we go. Push it one more time here. Alright, you see that enemy down there? Yeah, I just caught a glimpse of it. We need to head down there eventually. He's hiding, or he's guarding an item rather. Alright, so I just head down these steps over here. You know, just the long winding down steps. Alright, there's that enemy over there as well. So may as well just kill him. I don't know if he's guarding anything important, but well, you know, whatever. Let me see if I can do a drop down attack on this guy. Can't quite make the angle here. I'm not sure if this is good enough. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh no, I missed. Okay. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad. Just gonna give myself some room here. Boom. Dead. Alright, let's pick up this item that he was guarding over here. It was just a large soul of a proud knight. Okay. Okay, so you see that hole in the wall right there, guys? Yeah, you can venture down here if you want. There's some really good items down there, but there's also some really nasty enemies. Yeah, this is, I don't know. I feel like if I go down here, it would make the video a lot longer, so I'm not gonna explore. But I would encourage you guys to do that if you have time. Like I said, there's some good items there. I believe it leads to an area where you're gonna end up fighting a bunch of Titanite demons. Those staff-wielding golems, remember them? And ooh, the Black Sorcerer set and the sorcery called Hush. Okay, you know, useful for you mages. But yeah, as I was saying, if you go down there, you know, you're gonna fight some really nasty enemies, but you also get some pretty cool items, I believe. I forgot exactly what they are, but like I said, you know, take your time to explore if you want. And a bit of extra advice, make sure you wear the rusted iron ring if you are gonna explore down there, because I believe the floor is covered with tar, so you're gonna be slowed down, and you know, you don't want that. Alright? So, yeah, anyway, we're going back to the ball mechanism room, so see you there. And welcome back to this place. Alright, here we go. Hopefully you guys made your way back over here. Okay, so now I'm just looking around, see where we're supposed to go next. There should be like a small little like room that we can enter. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was right in front of me. Alright, so yeah, just, oh, careful here. There's a raised platform. Okay, we don't have any choice but to just run past it and dodge or whatever and hopefully not get hit. So, let's do it. Oh, wow, okay. I usually get hit by that, so I'm glad I didn't this time. Alright, so just moving on. Okay. More pendulums. More, precarious looking bridges. Yeah. Okay, this one looks a little tricky. You know, just take your time here, guys. You know, just wait for it. It's all about timing. And you know, you can see why a lot of people don't like this place. You know, this is a form of platforming, and I don't know. I mean, you know, as much as I like Dark Souls, I mean, you know, I would be totally fine if there was no platforming involved. Alright, so just kill this one guy right here. Alright, see if there's anything up ahead. Oh no, there isn't. That's a trap. That's a dead end. You know, if you weren't careful and you were just kind of like running, assuming there was more to it, you would fall down and die. So yeah, be careful of that area. Alright, so just running the opposite side now. And see if there's anything here. Yep, there's a guy there lurking behind shadows. So let's go kill him. He's guarding something. I don't remember what it is. Hopefully it's important. Alright, took care of him. Let's go grab this. Oh, okay, large titanite shard. Okay, that's pretty important. So that was worth it. Okay, so just move on up here. You know, up these steps right here. Kill this dude. Wow, these narrow hallways and corridors. You know, I'm really glad they got rid of this design in Dark Souls 3. I mean, I don't remember if it was like this in Dark Souls 2. It's been a while since I played that game, but I know for a fact in Dark Souls 3 that it was a lot better and more spacious, you know? And I'm whipping out my bow because there's an enemy that's lurking in the shadows right there. You can just barely see him. You know, his head is just slightly poking out every now and then. Okay, let's see. What do I have here? Okay, so I got some large arrows. May as well equip my short bow. Okay, Yeah, I think that's good enough. I got my poison arrow here. Yeah, maybe the fire arrows might work. I don't know. We'll see. Let's try it out. Alright, so I gotta aim a crosshair and shoot. Oh, come on. Let's do this again. Oh, really? Come on now. There we go. See, I gotta keep moving back and forth because this guy's also gonna shoot his, like, lightning spear attack as well, you know? And of course, the enemies in this game always gotta have better aim than me. Alright, so that's not much of a difference. But, you know, just keep at it. You know, just shoot every now and then when you get the chance. And eventually you'll be able to bring this guy down. Okay, I think I finally have a rhythm going on here. So let me just, you know, keep doing this. Should be able to kill this dude. There we go. There we go. Alright, that definitely works. Okay, good. Just resorting my arrows over here. Alright, moving on forward. But, you know, be careful, there are pendulums. And you saw what happened to that one enemy that I just shot down, right? When he fell, he died. Because look how far up high we are. Look how deep that fall would have been. Look at that. And of course there's an item down there, but you know, there's no point in grabbing it now. But yeah, so again, you know, this is why we wanted to kill that one enemy first, because if we didn't, we would have to deal with him, plus these pendulums, and there would have been a higher risk, higher chance of falling down and dying, you know. Now, if you did manage to get through these pendulums and you went this way where I'm going right now, you would have been able to eventually approach to where the enemy was at. You know, this is exactly where that snake serpent guy was at. You know, if you killed him right here, if you know, if you were melee and you didn't have any ranged options. But again, that would have been a lot riskier, having to try to come all the way over here first instead of actually just shooting him down from where we were. I mean, the game gives you options, you know, depending on your playstyle, but obviously some options are a lot riskier than others, you know what I mean? And yeah, you know, just avoid the platforms if you can, otherwise hug the wall. And speaking of wall, go through this fog door over here. And we're finally outside, folks. Alright, just make this left, up these steps over here, and as fast as you can, start sprinting. And then drop down over here. Don't jump or anything, you know, don't roll, just simply drop down, otherwise you're gonna overreach. And here we are, a bonfire. Felt like forever since we'd find one, you know what I mean? Alright, so take this opportunity to do a gear check, you know, level up if you can. If you have the ability to repair your gear, you should be doing that. In my case, I'm going to be popping a couple of humanities, well, maybe just one, because I'm already human to begin with, and then kindle the bonfire. It's something that you guys should be doing all the time, you know, especially in these areas where the distance between one bonfire to the next is so far. I mean, unless you're going for a challenge run, I mean, you know, why make it harder for yourselves? You want as many SS flasks as possible. I mean, Dark Souls is already hard as it is, you know, why make it harder for yourselves? You know what I mean? The point is to make this game as easy as possible without cheating. Alright, so now all we gotta do is just basically drop down, but I'm just checking to see if there's anything here. Okay, there's something. Alright, so right here, yeah, just drop down. And look where we are, folks. That's where the fog door was at. And see? Look, we're back outside. Very close, very convenient. Now, we're not out of the woods just yet. It's still dangerous here. So you want to sprint all the way up here now. You want to grab this item if you can. Okay, well, whatever. And then, you know, just keep sprinting because, yeah, there you go. See that? Yeah. Something's tossing big explosive cannonballs at us. Needless to say, you don't want to get caught in that. Alright, so this big hulking armored dude over here, you know, it's been a while since we've seen these guys. So if you can try to backstab them, that would be great. If not, you know, attack tennis or however way you want to do it. Man, I love this Spy-hander. 2 hits, man. 2 hits. Okay, moving on down. I just climb down this ladder over here. Cross this little bridge and up the steps that you see up ahead. And then there's this dude who's, if I'm gonna be honest with you, he's pretty annoying. He's not difficult to kill or anything, he's just annoying. I mean, look at this, he's already shooting arrows from a distance. There you go. Oh my goodness. And of course, this little tight spot makes it rather difficult for big weapons like mine. Alright, this should do it. There you go. Dead. Alright, it looks like he dropped something. Rickard's Rapier. Okay, there you go. I think there are better rapiers out there, but for what it is, and especially how early you can get this, it's not a bad weapon at all. Now, since I've already played this game before, I know which chests are safe and which aren't. But if you're doing this blindly or you're doing this for the first time, you know, just make sure that the chains are pointing away from you. Because if they're pointing towards you, then that means they're mimics. Alternatively, could just strike them once, you know, and see if that does anything. Otherwise, you should be safe. And as you can see, I'm just backtracking my way out of this area now. I'm heading up this ladder over here. You know, basically going back to where we were. The whole point now is to just keep climbing up this tower, going upwards. So, you know, we gotta find a way to do that. Thankfully, it's not too confusing. You just gotta follow these steps. Alright, again, just sort of be careful here. Okay, go up these steps here as well. Okay. Okay, this is a pretty, pretty dangerous spot from where we were at. Okay, so looking around. Okay, see that dude right there? Yeah, he's the one. That giant right there is the one responsible for tossing these bombs and causing all these explosions. And unfortunately, we still need to cross this bridge. So what you're gonna have to do is just, you know, be patient, wait for the fire to dissipate, and then go. Run, sprint, do whatever you gotta do. There should be an enemy to the left over here. Yep, there he is. Okay. See, this guy, you know, it's a little unfortunate that, you know, we have a fairly difficult guy here. Because, to be honest with you, there's really nothing behind him. Like, he wasn't really guarding anything important at all. I mean, literally, he wasn't guarding anything. But he's just there to make your lives harder, you know? Alright, let me see if I can kill him right here. Boom. Dead. Man, he didn't even drop anything. Alright, I said that there wasn't anything down here, but I'm just going to show you guys to prove to you that there really isn't anything down here. And no, there's no fog door or illusory wall or anything like that either. You know, it's just an empty, like, bridge or whatever. It's a little unfortunate. I feel like, I mean, on the one hand, this was done on purpose by the developers, but on the other hand, I feel like it was like something that they forgot. Like, you know, there could have been something they could just like left over there, you know, an item or something. Whatever. Anyway, so moving on, you know, up these steps, climbing up this tower, you know, just be careful of this spot right here as well. Just because there's like an enemy that's shooting arrows. So yeah, just, you know, just keep running, you know. There you go. There he is. Yeah, let's just kill him right here. Yeah. Alright, one hit. Nice. Alright, now we just need to enter this little room over here. Now, this fog door to the left is where the boss is at. We're going to be going there real soon, but first we have a couple things to take care of. And one of those things is killing the giant above us, because he's going to be a problem during the boss fight if we don't get rid of him. Now, I'm not really sure if this spot where I'm at right now is actually safe to be hiding. Let me see if I can sort of attack him from here. Oh, no. Nope. Yeah, that's not a good spot. Alright, so I've healed up. Okay, let's do this again. Yeah, if you can, you know what, just roll past him. Get into the area where he's at and just attack him there. It'll be a lot easier, I think, in my opinion. Alright, I'm just waiting for an opportunity to be able to do that, so, you know, don't mind me. Alright, I should be able to do it here. There you go, see? Alright, so here I'm at. I'm just gonna wail on this guy. He's not a boss, but he does have a lot of HP. Depending on your weapon, it shouldn't take too long to kill him, but, you know, again, it is... he can be dangerous. I mean, as you saw, he hit me once, and it took almost half my health away, so... Again, yeah, just be careful with this dude. I remember on one of my playthroughs, I actually forgot to kill this dude, so I went and faced the boss. But for some reason, there was a glitch, because this guy, he threw one of the bombs at the boss, like, you know, the arena where I was at. Obviously, it was targeted towards me, but somehow it hit the boss. And speaking of boss, that hulking piece of iron right there, that's the boss. The Iron Golem. Just waiting for us. And so yeah, that giant, it tossed one of the bombs, and there was this weird glitch that like it killed the boss. Like that explosion alone killed the boss in like one hit. It was the weirdest thing, but you know what? I didn't complain. But I'm just gonna assume that was a glitch because I don't think that was supposed to happen. In any normal circumstances, I would have been hit by that explosion and I would have been dead. You know what I mean? And the boss would have been alive. So, I just got lucky that one time, but I don't think it's some kind of cheese method or anything that's worth replicating. Anyway, I'm just backtracking because there is some place that we forgot. And see that door up ahead? Yeah, we need to get there. But there is a gap though, as you can see. So sprint, and when you're close to the edge, jump. Oh no, I missed. Oh man. Thankfully the drop isn't so far up high that, you end up dying when you fall down here. And I think it's the only way to get that sniper crossbow anyway. So, I don't know. Oh wow, there's this guy over here waiting for us. Alright, shouldn't be too bad. There we go. Yeah, don't worry folks, there is a way to get back up there. But I'm just exploring to see if there's anything else. Yeah, like this guy right here. I think it looks like he's guarding a chest. I could have sworn. Alright, let's just kill him. Let's find out. Oh wow. Oh, these dudes, I think they dropped the Baldur side swords. So, I don't know. But, this one guy didn't drop it. Alright. Yep, there's a chest. Okay, what do we got here? Flame Stoneplate Ring. It basically increases your fire defense. Very situational. Okay, so all we have to do now is just climb up these steps, work our way up, and we will be back to where we were. Now the good news is that we already killed the giant, so we don't have to worry about those bombs exploding on us anymore. You can pretty much take your time, exploring this area if you still need to do so. Speaking of which, if you want, you can jump down that ledge over here and, level up or heal up or do whatever it is that you want to do. I'm not going to do that right now. There's really no need for me to do that at the moment. However, I am going to make the second attempt to try to jump over this little gap over here. So, just going to give myself some room. And then I'm going to sprint. And then I'm going to jump. Oh man, there we go. Yeah, second time's the charm. It kind of helps to jump on that left side, by the way. Alright, here's an NPC that you do not want to attack. He's a friendly. He's also a merchant, so let's talk to him.
Ah, what? What? Who are you? Ah, another undead, eh? I took on Sen's fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out. With your soul searching. There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story. You bloody fool. Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider visiting an Orlando. Not in your state. For a century they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself. You won't stand a chance, you'll be eaten alive. But go along if you wish, if only to deepen your despair. Let me give you a nip. Don't even for a century, the Night King Rendell. You won't but
Alright, so he sells some good stuff. Some green blossoms, some fire bombs, some titanite shards, green titanite shards, some new weapons, some shields. I mean, there's some good stuff here, honestly, in my opinion. But then again, it also depends on your build, if you can actually use this stuff. Notice how he also sells Siegmeyer's armor, so if you want to cosplay as an Onion Knight, there you go. Alright, some arrows here as well, some feather arrows. Alright, like I said, some good stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna stock up with some large arrows as well as some standard arrows since I'm already here. It's a little unfortunate that he doesn't sell the poison arrows because I think that's a little bit more effective. But it's all good.
go along, try and make something of yourself. But nothing will come of it. And I should know.
This guy shares the same positive attitude as the crestfallen knight. Anyway, just coming down these steps, it's a long way down, so you don't want to drop down. You actually want to run down these steps. And there should be some stuff down here, I forgot exactly what it is, but I remember there was something very important down here. So, like I said, I'm just running down these steps. Alright. Let's see. Oh, no, nothing there. Oh, there. Oh, wow. There we go. Remember a while back, guys, I said that there was this, like, one serpent guy that we needed to kill? Yeah, here he is. Yeah, let's just go kill him. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Dead. Not too hard. Okay, now he was guarding something. Wonder what it is. Ah, the cage key. Now, remember earlier, there were a couple things that were locked behind cages. One of them was an NPC. So we have to go all the way back over there. Because now we can actually unlock those cages. I'm just going to use Homeward Bone to warp my way back to the bonfire. You know, it's a lot faster. Now from here, we actually have to unlock a shortcut. So in order to do that, we just have to head back down again. And then work our way back up through the tower up above. Now, a few minutes ago, when we were adventuring this place for the first time, I ran into an area, like a little room, where there were a set of cages. Like there were 2 cages in the center of the room. And I didn't really make a note of it, but I should have. Those 2 cages, one of them actually is a shortcut that brings us back to the first level of Sen's Fortress. And I believe we should be able to unlock it now that we have a cage key. So that's where we're heading. Again, don't worry about this place because we already killed the giant. So we can, you know, just take your time running through the bridge over here. I believe the guy is here. Yes, he is. Yeah, he's here because we interacted with the bonfire, so this guy respawned. And then once he's dead, you know, we can move on. Opposite to where he is right now, if we just go straight ahead, is the room that I was speaking about, the one with the cages. Yeah, see? Here we go. So we should be able to unlock this now. There we go. Use the cage key. Just step inside, and we should be able to go all the way back down to the bottom level of Sen's Fortress. So yeah, once again, you know, it took a while for us to find a shortcut to this place, but here it is. And of course, everything else respawns, so be careful. You know, be careful of these enemies, and be careful of the pendulums, etc., etc. Okay, there you go. Killed that dude. And now we just need to work our way back up again. Here we are, folks. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys. We just had to go to the ball mechanism room and find our way back down all the way to the area with the cages. There's an item all the way down there, and Big Hat Logan, who reminds me of a certain fantasy character. Fly, you fool.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm safe. And I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery.
Okay, let's pick up this other item over here. Just slowly inching my way forward. Alright, soul over here. Okay, that's pretty good. And let's talk to him one more time just to make sure that we exhausted his dialogue.
Oh, hello. Don't mind me. Go on ahead. I'll be along later. Whoa, I'll be just fine, young man.
Okay, so with that, we just need to make our way back to the boss room. Or, you know, where the fog door was at. Alright, see you guys there in a bit. And here we are. Kill this dude right here. And basically, you know, take on the boss. Now, actually, before I even do that, I'm gonna go across this bridge over here and into this room. Now, if you are currently in human form, you should be able to see a summon sign over here. Yep, there it is. Now, I would be remiss not to summon this particular NPC. And that's because what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is the ultimate Giga Chad of Dark Souls 1. No, it's not Havel. It's Black Iron Tarkus. This dude is so cool, he's so strong, he can one-shot bosses, and he's gonna one-shot this Iron Golem that we have to deal with real soon. I believe this is the one and only time we'll ever get to summon this dude, and I know there are a lot of fans out there, myself included, that believe it would be a waste to not summon this guy, and so, you know what, I'm doing it. I mean, as you guys know, I normally don't use summons in this game, but I'm making an exception for this dude, just because why not? Alright, now that he's up and ready, we're heading back, and we're gonna take on this boss. And just waiting for him to catch up. Alright, let's go. Yeah, that's right, Iron Golem. Better watch out. Black Iron Tarkus is here. Okay, so why mess around, right? Let's go. Let's get in there. Now, something you may have noticed if you've been using summons before, or if you've never used a summon before, is that you kind of have to go in there first and kind of pull the boss. It's the only way for the summons to kind of like realize that, hey, the fight is starting, I need to attack this guy, you know? So, just going in here, you know, like swinging a few hits. I mean, you can already see how much damage I'm doing to him, and ow, he himself does a lot of damage too. But, you know, not enough to kill me. Alright, so now that I've done that, I'm just gonna like, ooh, ow, that was dangerous. Yeah, I'm just gonna back up, and I'm gonna let Tarkus do his thing. Now, to be honest with you, the Iron Golem is actually a fairly simple boss to defeat. He's really not that hard. And with Tarkus on our side, I know that this boss is gonna go down fairly quickly. So I'm not even gonna bother putting up the casualty counter on the top right hand corner. There's no point. We all know who's gonna die here. We all know who's gonna remain victorious. And so I'm just gonna, you know, sit back, watch, and enjoy the show, you know? Now, if you are soloing this dude, again, you know, it's not too bad. Just watch for his grab attacks like what he's doing to poor Tarkus right now. Just stay near his feet, attack his legs, you know, and eventually you'll bring him down. I mean, look at this guy. Boom. Dead. Man, this guy alone, you know, Tarkus alone, soloed this boss. That's awesome. Hey, thanks, bruh. And with that, we got the soul of Iron Golem and humanity. Alright, so the next obvious step is to touch this glowing orb in the center over here, but before I do that, let me just mention a couple things. Where we're heading, I like to consider a pseudo point of no return. Technically, we can still come back here, however, the trek to coming back here is going to be one heck of a distance. So, to prevent any backtracking, I would just go ahead and take this opportunity to restock. Things such as the poison arrows, blooming purple moss clumps, maybe you want to just level up or, you know, upgrade your weapons. You know, get some materials to upgrade your weapons. The next area we're heading to is going to be fairly difficult, so if you're already struggling here at Sense Fortress, you're definitely going to struggle at Anor Londo. So, you know, just a heads up, guys. You want to take the opportunity to make sure you're ready. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I gotta admit, man, that step out moment where you see Anor Londo for the first time is pretty epic, you know? I mean, for an old game, this place just looks amazing. It's just unfortunate that we can't explore all of it, you know? Alright guys, so I guess this is a good time to call it a day. If you ever need to go back to Sen's Fortress, just talk to this thing right here. This devil-looking creature. And you can trust that he'll safely bring you back down. Alright, so as for us, like I said, you know, it's time to call it a day. We did good. You guys did good. So again, this is what I like to call a pseudo point of no return. There is actually a place where we're going to be venturing into where in a way, it actually is a point of no return until you actually finish that zone. I know I'm being vague, but I'll let you guys know where that place is. Until then, if you don't feel ready, then you need to go back here. You know, talk to this demon thing. Bring you back to Sen's Fortress. Get yourself geared up. Get yourself ready. You know, poison arrows, blooming purple moss clumps. Those are the kind of things you want. Also, make sure you have the peculiar doll if you haven't already gotten it. So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. I mean, I know I did, you know, just a small gathering with friends and family, but it was enough. It was enough. And we had a lot of good food, so I am stuffed. And New Year's is right around the corner, so time to celebrate. So I hope you guys stay safe. Alright, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and a Happy New Year. Alright, cool. See ya.